from the All-State Arena. Welcome, everyone, to NXT Takeover Chicago. It is a city of champions and underdogs. Tonight, one of the great strongholds of WWE has been invaded by the NXT Universe.
Leave no prisoners, make them build.
Oh, and the backbreaker connected. This is Roderick Strong's moment. Strong puts away Eric Young and Sanity.
The proud young Brits are giving it their all here tonight in Chicago.
All for the UK Championship. Listen to this place. This is what we're capable of in the United Kingdom.
Done with a bitter end.
We got
Get
it.
the 3 and a new champion.
What a moment. What an atmosphere. What a match.
413 days as champion. Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross may never have a better opportunity than here tonight at TakeOver against Asuka. Oh! Cover healed by Asuka, and Asuka's pinned them both.
Wow.
Who in the world is gonna beat Asuka for the championship?
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Championship.
Bobby Roode and Hideo Itami for the title here in Chicago. Oh, wait a minute! Go to sleep! Roode fell outside the ring. This could be the end of the glorious champion Bobby Roode one more time. Oh, glorious DDT!
Keeps hold. A second.
Somehow Roode did it again. Bobby Roode is still NXT champion.
We are the leaders now. We wear the crown.
The first ever ladder match for the NXT Tag Team titles at TakeOver. Gargano and Ciampa from the top. Oh, goodness.
Wow, look at that. The determination, the desire to win.
This is all for the NXT Tag Team titles. Oh, powerbomb! A brutally physical title match here in Chicago, and the Authors of Pain find a way to retain the NXT Tag Team titles.
But your heart's got to go out to these guys. Ciampa and Gargano. What a valiant effort from DIY. What?
Oh my God!
I'm taking back what's mine. I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made
contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Amsterdam, Holland, weighing 205 pounds, Aleister Black!
Aleister Black has taken the NXT Universe by storm over the last few months since his debut. And Aleister Black is ready for action here tonight in Chicago.
Certainly has been on a tear, knocking out opponent after opponent with his black mass spinning heel kick. He's cool, he's calm, and he's very collected, but he's ready to strike at any moment.
Black has already captivated the eye of the NXT Universe, and he kicks us off here for another special edition of NXT. We want to welcome you back inside the All-State Arena. Tom Phillips, along with Percy Watson and Nigel McGuinness. Gentlemen, this past weekend, an incredible NXT Takeover Chicago, and they're back for more.
Oh, of course, a lot of big matches. I can't wait to see more right now.
We're going to get a lot more information on what happened to Takeover throughout the course of the night, but Aleister Black here tonight to kick us off. Curt Hawkins and Aleister Black, they're familiar with each other, so to speak. A little run-in a few weeks ago on WWE's Main Event. Aleister Black very quickly got with Curt Hawkins on Main Event. We'll see how they fare in the rematch here tonight. Curt Hawkins believes he's running his own star factory as of late, Nigel. Do you think it's Curt Hawkins is really skyrocketing the likes of Big Show and Finn Balor to superstardom?
I dare say perhaps not, but I think coming out here and taking on this young superstar, Aleister Black, is a good opportunity for him.
I don't know, man. Curt Hawkins is a very talented WWE superstar. Oh, he was a tag team champion at one time, but I think at times he just bites off more than he can chew.
Aleister Black right back in the middle of the ring, look at contemplating Hawkins. Whoa, and he caught him. Now looking for a cover here, and Hawkins able to kick out. Aleister Black. Oh!
Yes, you're seeing one of the strikes.
Absolutely incredible.
Goodness.
Black is well known for, trained by MMA star Bob Schreiber. Obviously very familiar with Pencak Silat, the Indonesian martial arts.
Now Hawkins, the veteran, sends Black out onto the apron. Oh, looking for the suplex. Oh, caught in midair there by a knee by Aleister Black. Oh, right to the chest.
You see the way he put his arm over the top rope so Hawkins couldn't defend himself from the kick.
That striking ability by Black is amazing.
Top rope. Was thinking about a stomp there, perhaps. Oh, and the knee right on the jaw. That rocked Hawkins.
Well, I could beat him here, perhaps. Hawkins may be out. Look how calm he is.
Why is that the case, Nigel?
Well, I think oftentimes a guy, take a look at what he's doing here. Almost like he can barely move.
Well, was trying to set up Curt Hawkins for the Black Mass kick, and Hawkins saw it coming.
I just think he enjoys it.
Aleister Black giving chase to Curt Hawkins. Hawkins slides back inside the ring, and Hawkins wants to do this on his time.
Frustrating.
Oh, caught right into the apron there by Curt Hawkins. Oh, face first. This new wave of superstars on NXT, this new era. There's people like Curt Hawkins that want to step right up to these new superstars and show them what they're all about. Right to the back there, and Curt Hawkins in firm control. Percy, you were in your early days in NXT and WWE. You trained alongside Curt Hawkins. Why do you think this has all gone to his head so quickly?
Well, he believes that he's someone that brings superstars out, but I don't believe that is the case with Aleister Black. Aleister Black does not need any help whatsoever being a superstar here in NXT.
Oh, and dropped by Aleister Black, and Hawkins could be in trouble here. Now Hawkins, call with a forearm. And here comes Aleister Black.
Oh my.
Black cover. See you bye, Curt Hawkins.
Here's your winner, Aleister Black!
And look at Aleister Black, very, very calm, knew exactly what he was doing and executed perfectly on his strategy.
Absolutely devastating. Let's take a look at how he did it. That spinning heel kick. Black mass off the side of the jaw. Hawkins is out cold. And 3. Percy, get one of your ladies to sing because this one is over.
Aleister Black, dominant here in Chicago.
The action continues later tonight from the Allstate Arena as Drew McIntyre, who's made a huge impact since his return, will take on Wesley Blake later tonight.
And what a night it was last Saturday as Hideo Itami looked to fulfill his promise from 2 years ago to become the NXT champion, but it was the glorious Bobby Roode who made sure that would not happen. Later tonight, we will take a look at the NXT Championship match from Takeover. And a moment that has shocked the world after their hard-fought defeat in the ladder match for the NXT Tag Team titles, Tommaso Ciampa brutally attacked his tag team partner, Johnny Gargano. Later tonight, we will take a special in-depth look at what happened at TakeOver Chicago.
We want to give a special thanks one more time to Hacktivist for their song Overthrown, one of the official themes for NXT Takeover Chicago. It's available both on iTunes and Spotify.
And as we mentioned before, TakeOver Chicago had a shocking ending that everyone has been talking about. Let's now take you back to the tag team ladder match from last Saturday.
The following contest is a ladder match for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
In Chicago, my team of Dynasty will end DIY.
In Chicago, DIY will stand tall. DIY will cement their legacy and have their moment.
Suspended high above the ring. The only way to win is to climb a ladder and retrieve the championship. Oh, and Gargano and Ciampa not wasting time here against the Authors of Pain in this ladder match.
This is a good start for DIY.
They're going for ladders. Oh, man.
Came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Face first into the steel. Oh, and Ciampa takes down Income outside the ring. Wow, and there goes Gargano. Going for the biggest ladder available here at the All-State Arena.
It certainly raises the stakes, doesn't it?
Oh, Ciampa on the ropes open for Gargano. That is great teamwork. Gargano and Ciampa climbing the ladders here, and oh, and Income. Oh! Ciampa and Gargano fending off anything that comes in their way. There's a knee. Oh my God! Oh! Authors of pain, trying to go get the titles. Deal right to the spines of Income and Razor.
Wait a second!
Ciampa trying to improvise. Oh my God! Oh, Gargano and Ciampa able to reach out for the ladders. Ciampa's close to the title. Income and Razor are starting to get creative. And that is bad news for DIY. Oh, man! No, don't do it, don't do it! And Ciampa is saving Gargano. Gargano and Ciampa from the top! Oh, God! Goodness! Come on! Johnny's gonna grab the titles! Wait a minute! Oh, my God! He just super kicked Ellering! This is payback for what DIY just did to Ellering.
Gargano saved him.
Oh, God! Gargano pushed Tommaso out of the way to save his friend. Ciampa and Gargano.
Wait a second.
Oh my God. AOP just took out the ladder.
Hold on to the belts, boys. Hold on to the title.
No. Oh, power bombs. The super collider from AOP. And now Income and Razor a clear path to the championship.
Here are your winners, and still NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain!
A brutally physical title match here in Chicago.
What a valiant effort from DIY. What a great show of respect here in Chicago. This is where these guys started. The way they became the men they are today.
Oh my God, what the? Ciampa, what are you doing?
Come on!
What is happening here? Ciampa's beating the hell out of Gargano.
I can't believe this.
That's your friend. Oh my God. And we have learned that the doctors will not release any update on the status of Johnny Gargano. We saw him in a neck brace, a takeover. And as you can see here, Johnny was stretchered out of the arena and into an ambulance where he was taken immediately to a nearby medical facility. WWE.com will continue to provide updates on the situation as they become available. And of course, more fallout still to come here tonight from NXT Takeover Chicago. An incredible night this past weekend right here inside the All-State Arena. And speaking of which, it was the NXT Women's Championship match that was originally supposed to be a fatal four-way match. However, it was Ember Moon who was on the outside looking in before Takeover.
Takeover Chicago. Chicago was kind of a breaking point for my indie career where I got my big moment. But tonight, I return as an NXT superstar and I'm sitting on the sidelines. I thought I came to terms with being injured, but coming here and seeing the setup and the chairs, it sucks. And tonight might be the night that Ruby Riott or Nikki Cross walks out the next NXT Women's Champion. And there is nothing that I can do about it. But a selfish part of me wants Asuka to retain that championship. I want her to retain so I can deal the final blow. So I can take away from her what she holds so near and dear to her heart. But you know what? Time heals all wounds. But battle scars last forever.
Last Saturday was an incredible opportunity to possibly dethrone the unbeaten Empress of Tomorrow as Ruby Riott looked to make history in Chicago. However, the unpredictable Nikki Cross has been obsessed with taking the NXT Women's Championship from Asuka and looked to finally do so at the Allstate Arena. The question is, would Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross step up and dethrone the unbeaten NXT Women's Champion at TakeOver?
Action started right away with Asuka on the advantage, but Sanity's Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott put up a fight, making the possibility on a new NXT Women's Champion possible. With action taking place all over the ringside area, the injured Ember Moon watched from above as Ruby and Nikki tried to pull off the impossible and defeat Asuka.
But in the end, Asuka once again was victorious, defeating both women and retaining the NXT Women's Championship. Our own Kayla Braxton caught up with Asuka after the match at TakeOver.
Asuka, another dominating performance by you here at NXT TakeOver Chicago, and I know we ask you this all the time, but what's next for Asuka?
Did you see that? Nobody can stand toe-to-toe with me. It's mine.
Rise to the Velveteen Dream Experience. Release your mind, body, and soul. Bask in the experience. Let your curiosity explode. You'll see, you'll believe, you will feel the Velveteen Dream.
Sanity had haunting words last week as the threat was sent to Roderick Strong about his newborn baby and fiance. After Eric Young made his entrance to the ring at TakeOver, Roderick ambushed Sanity at the beginning of the match. A fired-up Strong battle with a passionate crowd behind him, but the numbers game allowed Eric Young to have the advantage throughout the match. The combination of Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf were tough to overcome, but Roddy, after finding the opening he needed, connected on a backbreaker that sealed the victory for him in Chicago. Roderick Strong proved he would not allow someone like Sanity to threaten him and his family, and walked out of the Allstate Arena victorious. Our own Kayla Braxton was backstage to get a word with Strong after his match.
Roderick Strong, tonight Eric Young made your match extremely personal, bringing your wife and child into the conversation, but you overcame the odds and you were the first person to ever pin Eric Young. How does that feel?
Not to sound cliche, but I guess overcoming the odds is something I've done my whole life, you know, and this is nothing different. And I told Eric Young, and I've let everybody know that you can do whatever you want to me. You can jump me, you can attack me, you can leave me laying, you can insult me, but once you bring my family into it, my beautiful fiance, my handsome little boy, once you bring them into it, there's nothing that will stop me from ending them. And Eric Young learned that tonight. And this is just one more step towards that NXT Championship.
Velveteen Dream.
Making his way to the ring from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., weighing in at 227 pounds, the Velveteen Dream!
Here is a highly anticipated debut here tonight on NXT, Velveteen Dream. Percy, I want your very first reaction to what we're seeing right now.
Hey, look, only thing I can say is don't judge a book by its cover. I've seen this guy train. Are you ready to experience the Velveteen Dream?
Well, I'm not really sure. I'll reserve my judgment. He looks certainly enigmatic. Perhaps I could call him ambiguous as well, but hopefully this match here tonight won't be ambiguous. He's looking for a clear and definitive win.
This is a superstar. I don't know if Robert Anthony quite knows what to make of him, and I'm not sure if the NXT universe is quite sure what to make of Velveteen Dream over what we've seen from the last few weeks. Nigel, you've seen all shapes and sizes, all types during your very long career in the ring. Have you ever seen anyone quite like Velveteen Dream?
You know, no one springs to mind right off the top of my head.
It's hard to compare him to anybody.
Look how athletic this guy is. Look at how quick he is. That athleticism. I'm telling you, the guy's impressive.
He's impressed me so far. Not following up quickly, though.
As referred to himself as captivating, dominating, and intoxicating. Right on top of Robert Anthony. And raining down the shots here on Robert Anthony.
There's some aggression. I like that.
And a fence press takes him down.
I think that shot to the face woke Velveteen up a little bit.
There's a nasty side to Velveteen Dream. Certainly someone trying to soak up the spotlight here, and Nigel, in this new era of NXT, this is the perfect time to make an impact.
Well, there's no doubt about it. All the eyes of the world are on NXT.
Now Velveteen Dream. Wow, lighten up Anthony. Right across the face.
Talking trash to Anthony as well.
Into the corner, now Velveteen.
Wow. That's athleticism.
Able to drop his opponent.
Leaps to the top rope.
Percy, I know you were all about Showtime back in the day, but I think Velveteen Dream might have you beat.
By a mile. A country mile.
Now Anthony. Caught with a neck breaker.
Great technique. Snapping that neck off the back of his shoulder. What's he got in mind now?
Wait a minute, going up to the top rope here. Look at how far away Robert Anthony is.
That is a long way. Can this boy fly?
We'll find out here in a second.
And raining down on Anthony. The big elbow drop, and we just experienced the Velveteen Dream.
Here's your winner, the Velveteen Dream!
Impressive.
For a variety of reasons. Take a look back here at this matchup. Velveteen Dream going to the top rope. This is incredible.
Look at the distance. Look how far he moves. But look even more, the precision of that elbow landing right across Anthony's chest, driving all the wind out, and a 3 count.
The Velveteen Dream, an impressive and unforgettable debut here on NXT in Chicago. There's a lot to be experienced with the Velveteen Dream. And at NXT Takeover Chicago, Hideo Itami had the opportunity to prove he would be the new NXT champion, a promise he made during his NXT debut 2 years ago. But the glorious Bobby Roode wasn't going to let that happen in his NXT. Next, we take a look at what happened at Takeover last Saturday.
NXT is the next generation, and the next generation has arrived.
NXT, the future is now.
We are live at Full Sail University. Over the last year, NXT has grown into a major force. NXT is taking over. You could be looking at some future Hall of Famers competing here tonight.
How impressive and how exciting the future of WWE is.
NXT redefined the sports entertainment landscape.
The future is now.
NXT, the future is now. Available now online or wherever books are sold.
And we want to give one more thanks to Fozzy for their song Judas, one of the themes for NXT TakeOver Chicago. Judas is available on both iTunes and Spotify. With WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross making the call and commentary, an incredible opportunity awaited in Chicago for the superstars from the WWE United Kingdom Tournament as they were showcased at TakeOver. Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight who competed in the finals for the title, looked to finally take his place as the face of the WWE United Kingdom division. But to do so, he would have to beat this man, Tyler Bate, who has been successful in defending his WWE United Kingdom Championship in both the UK and NXT. Both Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne had an unbelievable match at TakeOver. The unique offense of both men had the NXT Universe on the edge of their seats, and it would be Pete Dunne capturing the WWE United Kingdom title in Chicago. We caught up with the new champion to get his reaction to claiming the title at TakeOver.
Wow, Pete Dunne, you just defeated now former UK champion Tyler Bate here at TakeOver Chicago. How does it feel to now be walking away from TakeOver as the new United Kingdom champion?
Since January, I've had to watch Tyler Bate living a dream, knowing that this was rightfully mine. I told you tonight I was going to walk away with the United Kingdom Championship, and now everything is mine.
A milestone moment for the United Kingdom Championship this past weekend at NXT TakeOver Chicago. And speaking of which, it was a milestone night for Hideo Itami. Would he make good on his promise and win the NXT Championship? Let's take you back. Roode versus Itami for the NXT title. 2 years ago, Hideo Itami made a promise to the NXT Universe that he would become NXT champion. Although Hideo's time at NXT has been difficult with unfortunate injuries, Chicago was the opportunity for Itami to fulfill his promise.
But in order to do so, Hideo would have to overthrow the man who has ushered in a new era to NXT, the glorious NXT champion, Bobby Roode.
With opportunities to send Hideo home empty-handed, Bobby Roode had trouble putting away Itami, who was determined to take back NXT and claim his first title.
Hideo hit Bobby Roode with the go to sleep, but unfortunately Roode fell out of the ring, keeping Itami from fulfilling his promise.
In the end, after repeated glorious DDTs, Bobby Roode was once again victorious in defending the NXT title. We caught up with Bobby Roode backstage after TakeOver to get his reaction to retaining the championship once again.
Bobby Roode, congratulations on another victory here at NXT TakeOver Chicago as you defeated Hideo Itami.
You sound surprised. Are you surprised? I mean, are you surprised that this happened tonight? I mean, Hideo Itami, a guy that has been under contract with NXT for quite a while, but let's face it, I mean, I didn't even realize he was still around. And then he walks back in and he wants to challenge me, the greatest NXT champion of all time. Sure, he earned it. But let's face it, Hideo Itami isn't even in my league, and I proved it here tonight in Chicago. Now, I know your next question is going to be, what's next for Bobby Roode? Who's going to be the next challenger to step up? Well, let me tell you, Kayla, it's whatever I decide and whoever I want, because I'm going to go home. I'm going to lay by my pool. I'm going to put my feet up. I'm going to put my title beside me. I'm going to enjoy some time off. And then when I feel like coming back, I'll decide who that's going to be. Because my NXT will continue to be glorious.
Coming up next, it's our main event for NXT as Drew McIntyre, who has been beyond impressive since arriving here at NXT, takes on Wesley Blake next. Next week on NXT, we return to Full Sail University, where the NXT Universe will be graced by the presence of the glorious NXT champion, Bobby Roode, who will no doubt have a lot to say after his victory at NXT Takeover Chicago. It is time for our main event here in Chicago on NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
An incredible moment here for Drew McIntyre, a very important matchup, and in his time away from WWE, Nigel, Drew McIntyre traveled the globe, and Chicago certainly one of the big stopping points for him on his journey back to WWE.
Of course, after he came back to WWE, he decided he could have gone anywhere, but he decided to come to NXT because he knew this was the place to be, the place to get noticed. If you look, a list of the guys who've come through here: Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor. It's a who's who of sports entertainment today.
And Percy, there's history for Drew McIntyre in the Allstate Arena. Oh, without a doubt. Drew McIntyre actually won the tag team titles here. Taking to Twitter recently saying Chicago has been great to me these last few years. Surreal being back in Chicago. Former WWE Tag Team Champion and, of course, the prestigious Intercontinental Championship among his accolades.
And his opponent from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 240 pounds, Wesley Black!
Now, since the arrival of Drew McIntyre, he has gained the eye of Wesley Blake, and not necessarily in a positive sense. Wesley Blake, as a former NXT Tag Team Champion, has said that if Drew McIntyre is such a big deal, if he's a main event star, he's going to have to prove it against me.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, McIntyre came in with his sights clearly set on the NXT Championship. Blake felt like he'd been passed up for similar opportunities, so wanted to step up to the big Scott and prove something.
And tonight, NXT is brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Cricket has more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint, and plans starting at only $30 per month. Monthly taxes included.
Wesley Blake with a big opportunity. If he can knock off Drew McIntyre, an incredible win it would be. But just take a look at Wesley Blake. I've known this man as a showy, flashy superstar. He's clearly gone back to his roots, the tough man from San Antonio, Texas.
Certainly looks determined, and he's going to need to be. Giving up some size, giving up some height to the man from Ayr Scotland.
The one thing we learned about Drew McIntyre since he's returned here to NXT, he is ready for a down, nasty fight at any given moment. Got a feeling Wesley Blake's going to give it to him.
Just try to get an arm wringer there, but McIntyre wouldn't let him have a hold of the arm.
And of course, Drew McIntyre is paying very close attention to the NXT Championship Match this past weekend at NXT Takeover Chicago. Trying to do anything he can to perhaps earn himself a future opportunity. Oh, and he runs through Blake.
That's the size difference I told you about.
And look at Drew McIntyre staring down Wesley Blake, telling him to come and get some. You think about the path Drew McIntyre had to walk to get back here to WWE, Percy. A lesser man probably would have quit. They would have given up. But Drew McIntyre, he dug his heels in and he did the work.
I completely agree. That's a man who knows drive and who's passionate about what he does. He was going away for some time and made his way back.
Oh! Down goes Blake.
Ask and ye shall receive.
My goodness.
Damn near kick Blake's head off his shoulders. Oh, hey. The sound of that like the crack of a whip.
Talk about a heart palpitation.
McIntyre happy to return the favor to Wesley Blake, and now Blake with a couple of shots here on McIntyre, backing him into the corner. Oh, wow. And Wesley Blake with a series there in the corner.
Nice combination, European father. Watch out!
Oh, and McIntyre launching Wesley Blake.
The power of Drew McIntyre.
Such resiliency to stave off that attack and follow up straight away.
And now Blake, on the apron, using the top rope there into the left arm of Drew McIntyre. Now Blake's got a window of opportunity and a big clothesline. Able to drop and topple Drew McIntyre here. Here's the cover on McIntyre and a kick out.
It's a battle that could change the course of the new era forever.
At Extreme Rules, for the first time ever, we're going to have an Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way match.
An historic match to determine who will face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
Will it be Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, or Roman Reigns? Who's the favorite? Every man for himself. Everybody has an opportunity.
WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Live 1 week from Sunday on WWE Network.
Back here on NXT, this is our main event, and Wesley Blake has gone to work on the left arm of Drew McIntyre for the last few minutes of this match.
It's a smart move. Has that double wrist lock or Kimura now. Getting a lot of talk on the AC joint. Look at the striation on the shoulders of McIntyre.
Before the commercial break, Wesley Blake, hold on a second.
Wait.
Well, look at the strength of Drew McIntyre, putting Blake on the top turnbuckle.
2, 3, 4.
And a shot there where the official is trying to break up McIntyre and Blake.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa,
Yeah, tried for the run, but kept the arm.
Well, look at McIntyre. He's got his hands grasped there, trying to hold off Wesley Blake here.
There it is, the cross arm breaker, but the foot to the rope. Break that hold, break that hold.
Look at the long legs of McIntyre to the bottom rope, and as to the count of 5 to break the submission does Blake.
Did you see he held it right to the end, got every last second of damage done to that bicep tendon.
Blake going right back to work.
3, 4.
It was before the commercial break. Wesley Blake used the top rope to injure the left arm and take advantage of this match, and now McIntyre creates a little bit of space.
Blake doing well against the bigger man. Working on a body part, great strategy.
McIntyre trying to protect the left arm. Oh, and Wesley Blake going right after it. But you don't want to be this close, perhaps, to McIntyre. Oh.
I think Blake's got to try and take him off his feet. As long as McIntyre is standing up, he's going to have an advantage.
Oh, boom, man.
QED, right there.
Oh, and now McIntyre. McIntyre with a window of opportunity here and taking advantage. McIntyre flies into the corner and Wesley Blake is rocked.
Great agility, straight up to the top. Lands a single axe handle. Blake in trouble now.
Look into the eyes of Drew McIntyre. Blake is in trouble. Over the shoulders here, and Blake, able to get away for a moment. Blake in pursuit. Planted by McIntyre. Cover. And a kick out by Blake.
Just couldn't get his ankles across the shoulders of Blake to get that pinfall attempt, otherwise he might have beat him.
That was so close.
I dare say that Blake was 10 feet in the air before he started coming down.
And Blake gets the knees up in time in the corner. Trying to isolate again the left arm into the post. Blake may capitalize right here. Here's the cover and a kick out by McIntyre. Right on top of McIntyre.
Has the crossface. How far are McIntyre's legs away from the ropes, though? That's the question. And does he know? Because he's pulling them away from the ropes instead of getting closer.
Blake has the left arm isolated, but the big Scotsman, too strong, standing up out of the submission.
What strength.
McIntyre sending Blake into the corner. Connects with the elbow there.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Face first into the mat. McIntyre the cover. And Blake kicked out. Blake kicked out at 2.
Amazing show of fortitude from Blake. Reverse Alabama slam right on the face. A lot of damage done. Now surely he can put him away.
Drew's pulled out some high-powered offense. He's got to be thinking, what is it going to take to get a victory over Blake here tonight?
Trying to hook Blake perhaps with a future shock DDT. And an arm breaker there. Now the cover from Blake to put away McIntyre out at 2.
And a deep cover as well, getting a lot of body weight across McIntyre's shoulders. Smart, making him expend even more energy to kick out. What's he got in mind here, though?
Blake wanted this fight and trying to find a way to close it out. Hold on a sec. McIntyre's got new life here in this match, and Blake's hung up.
Just took too long.
Wow. Going up to the top turnbuckle. And Wesley Blake is atop the steel post.
I think he hit his head. Being so tall, I think he hit his head when he came down.
You're absolutely right.
He could be out.
McIntyre.
No, he's not.
But the length helps him out in the end.
This man is resilient.
McIntyre staring down Wesley Blake. Could this be the moment for Drew McIntyre?
Could this be it?
Well, McIntyre went for a boot. And Wesley Blake a stiff shot. Headbutt. Man. Headbutt dropping Blake.
Brutal headbutt.
There you go.
Blake down. I think this is it.
McIntyre.
Single leg Yakuza.
McIntyre knocks off Blake.
Here's your winner, Drew McIntyre.
The challenge was put forth by Wesley Blake, and tonight Drew McIntyre pinned a former NXT Tag Team Champion.
Super impressive. Let's take a look, though, how he did it. That single leg Yakuza kick. Look at the momentum. Turned him inside out. And a deep painful attempt. And the 3 count for McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre has been on a roll since his return, and he's feeling it tonight here in Chicago.